Hey everyone, Frank here. Welcome back to Jaeger Tech. Today I've decided to get back into the used PC hardware game a bit more. So of course I'm always buying and selling used PC parts and building PCs on the channel here for you guys. But a while ago I used to literally just do this as a hobby to make a bit of cash on the side, and it's always fun to get to play with some cool different hardware. So I decided that I wanted to get back into that a bit more. So today I've hit up a load of people on Gumtree this morning that are selling PC parts in my local area. And some of those are a bit far-fetched because the ads are a bit old, but some of them I think I have a good chance of getting some cool deals. And of course, I'm gonna bring you guys along for the ride. All right, I decided to do a bit more sleuthing on the internet while I wait for those Gumtree ads to get back to me. And I've just hit up Facebook Marketplace. Managed to find someone selling an X58 motherboard for about £130. Now, that's not the best price. He has already brought it down from 150, and I think if I can get this for 100, it also comes with an i7 960, and I just looked that up, I could probably get 30 to 40 pounds for that after postage and everything on eBay. So if I can get that motherboard for about 70 pounds after I sell that, that'd be a pretty good deal. And I could also do another X58 build, which was really fun, put another 6-core Xeon in there. But let's see how much X58 motherboards are going for nowadays. It's been a while since I've sold one. £250 for an Athlon-based system and an HD 6670. Are you actually shitting me? I mean, at least this person hasn't put about how great it plays video games when it obviously doesn't, but still, it shouldn't be listed as a gaming PC anymore at that rate. Okay, this is looking like a bit of a bust. Let's see what my local CEX has in store, because one thing I want to do is actually take my laptop into CEX and exchange it for credit, because they'll give me a pretty decent deal on it. So maybe I'll do that today. Yeah, it's £266 credit, and that's actually pretty decent for my older laptop. Now, the question is I need to then get good deals on CEX for components, otherwise it's not worth the credit, right? So let's have a look if I can find what graphics cards my local CEX has in stock. This is a bit of a bust, guys. I was expecting something better. I got back from any of those people. It's been a couple of hours now. I mean, it is a Saturday morning, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but still. Come on, guys. Guys gotta get PC parts. Spock. Let's hit up Spock next. A Z97 board. £30. That's a good deal. I don't know where that is. Fucking miles away. And back to Gumtree we go. Okay, some of these things were posted really long ago. That is a monitor for £20 that I want to pick up that was posted 2 weeks ago. But there's a couple of things that were posted a couple of days ago. There's a gaming PC here. So that was posted 2 days ago. But there is a Windows 7 PC here that's going for £50. It was only posted 3 days ago. And literally all they have as the pictures is a screenshot of, you know, like the Windows system details, which shows it has an i5 3470. So that's an Ivy Bridge i5 and 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM. Now, no matter what way you cut it, that full system with a case and a power supply and a motherboard is worth way more than that. So I have asked them if it's still available. They haven't got back to me yet. I hope they do. It has a 500 gig hard drive as well. This is the starting point of a fantastic gaming PC. Literally just slot a graphics card in, maybe do it up a bit. So hopefully they'll get back to me. Other than that, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel already. I don't know how this has happened so soon. There was a couple of GTX 1060s that had good deals on, but I doubt they'll get back to me. They were quite old listings. Someone's definitely snapped those up. Or they're scams. Either way. Okay, so I heard back from
the guy about the X58 motherboard. I picked that up for £100. I could have gone less. I said 100 and he said yeah, so I should have gone for 80. I'm rusty, guys. I'm rusty. I need to get back in the game. So we're going to go pick that up. Also, the cheap i5 PC with 16 gigs of RAM, they got back to me and said, yeah, it's still available and I can come and pick it up, but they haven't given me an address yet. So hopefully they'll do that while I'm out and I can pick that up at the same time. So I'm going to head off and pick up those deals now. All right, let's actually see what we picked up today. So let's get this power cable out of the way. That's something, not everyone always includes a power cable when you buy a PC from them, something that gets overlooked a lot. So we'll talk about the motherboard now. So I went there, he was a really nice guy. I'm actually glad that I didn't offer him less than 100 for the motherboard, because as it is, it's a good deal, and he was a really nice guy, and I don't want to rip him off. Because what actually happened was, I get there, and this is an X58, hold on. This is an X58 Sabertooth from Asus. This is one of the better X58 motherboards that you can get. It's worth a decent amount of money, clean over £150 most days of the week. And it comes with an i7 960 that you can get like 30 quid for on eBay. So fundamentally, I'm paying about £70 for the board. And then I'm there and I'm talking to the guy and he's really nice. And then he's like, okay, so, you know, here's your IO shield. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks for that. They don't always, you know, you don't always get an IO shield when you're buying used motherboards. So that's great. And then I'm standing there holding it and I'm about to say, you know, thanks, shake his hand and go. And he's like, oh, you know, wait right there. I'll get you a stick of RAM to get you going. So he gives me a 4 gig stick of Corsair Vengeance 1600 megahertz that he was using with this system. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, that's awesome, thanks very much. And then he stops me again, and he's like, oh, you know what, I got this spare CPU for it, and here's an i7 920, you know, it's not worth much money, but you know, you can have it, I don't need it anymore. So he passes me an i7 920, and I'm like, sure, great, cheers, you know, spare CPU for testing and stuff. It's worth like 10, 15 pounds, I think, nowadays on eBay. So then I have a motherboard, 2 CPUs, and a stick of RAM, and then he's like, oh, you know what, here's the cooler I was using with it in the system, because he just upgraded his system. He's like, here's the cooler I had, you know, you can take it. You know, it's an Arctic Freezer Extreme. This is the same cooler I have in my server. If you see my server work vlog, the second one, I use this exact cooler. And he's like, yeah, you know, you can take this as well. This will get you started. I'm like, okay, thanks. Like, what the hell? The guy's just giving me a load of free shit and I had no idea how to take it. So that's why I'm glad I did not offer him any less. But then we went across the way to pick up this tower. So this is HP. I had no idea what this was because there was no picture of it. It was up for £50 and I was like, I'm not gonna make an offer. This thing's gonna go quick because there is 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM in here. The 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM and an i5 3470. So that is an Ivy Bridger i5, which they go for at least £30. At least £30 I could get for that CPU. And 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM nowadays goes between £40 and £50. So already way more than this is than I paid for this, which is fantastic. So let's pop it open and see what it's like inside. So there was literally just a picture of the, oh man, I did not put this back on properly when I popped it open in the car. So there was only a picture of like, you know, the Windows specs, like system stuff. So I had no idea how this tower would look. I didn't know it was a slimline tower. I was hoping it would be a beefier tower that had a standard motherboard in it. It is not. It is proprietary as hell. So the CPU is over here at the bottom front, and here's the PCI Express right next to the I/O up here. Yeah, it's not great. So getting it out of this case is going to be a pain. I'm going to stop blabbing. I'm going to test all of this work before I start making plans with it. So I'm going to quickly set up to get all this tested, and we'll see if it works. $16 gigs, okay. That means our free stick of RAM is working. We got this system working. We've got, basically everything's working fine. That's awesome. So let's go over what we got here. This PC, what I'm planning on doing is seeing if this motherboard can fit into a standard case / modding it into a standard case. And I know it has a crappy green PCB, but I'm also thinking, well, you know, we'll make a green theme build. Why doesn't everyone do that with green PCBs? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. It's going to take some modding to get it into the case, but I think that'll be cool. It'll be a bit of fun. I need to check to make sure that this PCI slot can support a proper graphics card. I think it might be. I don't think I've had problems with HPs in the past, but I'm pretty sure it's just random depending on how they feel about it. So this is going to get put into a build. We're going to sell this motherboard on eBay. We're going to clean up this X58 motherboard. We're going to sell it, both of the CPUs separately, and probably keep this stick of RAM to use in the build with this. And then, yeah, we basically have at least, I would say, £200 to £300 worth. I would say about £300 worth of stuff. When you think that this motherboard would cost maybe, we'll say £20 because it's very proprietary, CPU's worth 30, the RAM's worth 40 to 50, hard drive's worth 5 or 10, we've got a power supply that's a piece of junk, DVD drive that's a piece of junk, but we do have a few bits of hardware we can use here. So I would say that this whole haul is probably worth about £300 and I spent £150 on it. And that's great. I mean, it's not just about the money. I had a great time doing this. Yeah, it took some troubleshooting to make sure everything I had was working, and I made a bit of a mess, but I love doing this. It's great fun, and if you're into tech, then I really recommend it. The money on the side, honestly, is just a bonus that encourages me to do it. It justifies me using my time to do this kind of stuff. I can make money while doing it, but it's really just about getting to play with hardware, getting to mess about with cool X58 motherboards, and yeah, getting to video it all and show it to you guys. And it's such an amazing feeling when shit works and you get a great deal on stuff. And now I get to build a PC with this motherboard and CPU, and I get to video it and put it on the channel for you guys, and I'm really excited about that. It's gonna be a cool project with some modding, and it's gonna be great fun, but that's for another time. So thank you all very much for watching this video from Jaeger Tech. Please check out my channel if you haven't already. Consider subscribing, consider liking this video down below and commenting. Let me know what kind of tech deals you've been getting. Let me know if you're working on any cool projects. But I will see you next time. Have a good one.